you're thinking about oil analysis, this is something that kind of just is completely unknown to a lot of contractors. But there's companies out there like Schaefer's as an example, and they provide oil analysis. So you'll basically take a little sample of the oil in your engine, send it into Schaefer's. They'll run it through their lab tests and tell you, are there things like metal shavings or water in the oil, different things that can tell you little hints about the engine life on that particular vehicle. And doing this on a regular basis, maybe every time you do an oil change, is a really good way to monitor the long-term life of your engine. And by the way, I've driven a lot of different kinds of FedEx trucks in my career, and a lot of them, the sensors on the engine, so the check engine lights, the ABS lights, all the things that could pop up like a Christmas tree on the dash, a lot of those are not very good. And what I mean by that is they're going to give you false positives quite often, especially on the engine and on the coolant system. So you got to really be careful. If your driver sees one, it might be legitimate or it might not. If they see a light pops up on the dash, they need to tell you about it, but it may or may not be legitimate. The thing about an engine, if you're not familiar with these big trucks, the thing about an engine is that unlike the brakes, which will start to squeal, or your power steering that's going to groan, when you turn it side to side, the engine in general is not going to give you a lot of hints that it's going out or it's about to blow up. Now, it's not to say you won't hear anything or smell something that smells off. It's not that that'll never happen, but in general, the engine is pretty much going to go until it doesn't go anymore. So you really, really need to make sure you protect the life of that engine. Not to mention, it is the most expensive repair you will make on a truck if an engine goes out. Make sure you take care of that engine.